I spent a lot of money on vinyl already this month, and it's only the 18th of January. Oops. My name is Gordon, and this is Tip Top Vinyl. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is going to be all about the vinyl that I've acquired in January. And there's a very, very exciting one, so I'm completely speechless. I don't know how this has happened so soon. It involves a Grail. I kind of spent all my savings on it and it was a fantastic offer I was not going to pass up. What can you do? Vinyl is expensive. Make sure you budget before you start buying them, alright? Because then you end up like me, spending all your money on it and not having any money for anything else. So I ordered my first 2021 record before 2021 had even begun. It is Gold, the best of Spandau Ballet. Now, you've seen this one already in my vinyl tag. This was a bargain online from Asai Records in Edinburgh. And then as the month progressed, I watched a TV programme all about Joni Mitchell, and it kind of put me in the mood to listen to Joni Mitchell's albums again. Before this, I'd only had one of her albums on vinyl, which is Blue, and I thought, I'm missing some really important ones here. So the first one I picked up was Ladies of the Canyon. I listened to this album on the CD quite a while ago, really liked it, and then didn't rediscover it until recently when I played it on Spotify again. To be honest, I think this album is as good, if not better, than Blue. And you've got the songs Big Yellow Taxi, you've got Woodstock, all those classics on one album. And I just really fancied having a copy, so I found one cheap on eBay and I was like, what the hell? eBay is dangerous for buying records, by the way, because you will find a lot of bargains on there. Lot of really expensive bargains, but still bargains nonetheless. And the second Joni Mitchell pickup is her first album, which is either called Joni Mitchell, which is a self-title, or indeed Song to a Seagull. Now, it's been released under both titles. It's one that I'm excited to listen to on vinyl for the first time. I haven't spun it yet. I'm filming this before I've even got the chance to spin this one. It's got classic songs on it like I Had a King and The Pirate of Penance, and of course Song to a Seagull, which this album is aptly named after. I'm going to show you a gift from my mum first, and then we're going to get onto the really, really exciting one. So the gift I got from my mum was another compilation album, and it's kind of to replace 4 studio albums that I have, because I've only got a small shelf, I don't really have a lot of room. So this is Foreigner 40, and despite the name, there's only 23 tracks on the vinyl version. But to get away with that, they've put hits from the last 40 years, because it was a compilation they released on CD when Foreigner as a band turned 40. It's got songs on it like Feels Like the First Time, which opened the very first album, Foreigner. And then you've got songs from Head Games, like Dirty White Boy and, of course, Head Games. And from Foreigner 4, you've got things like Urgent and Jukebox Hero. But there's a very funny story about this one, actually. Side 4 mentions When It Comes to Love. That song was meant to be on here. However, when I went to play the record, it ended up being a completely different song. Instead of When It Comes to Love, I have the song Living in a Dream. And I love that song, probably more than When It Comes to Love. I'm wondering whether this was a factory error or it could have been a change of heart from the band themselves when they put this out. I don't know if it's just with my copy. It may be with all of them. I've looked online, but I couldn't see any reviews on it. So yeah, I mean, we may never know. So this next one is the most exciting one of the month for me, and also the last one before I'm putting myself on a self-imposed spending ban. This is a record that I mentioned in my last video that I was hoping to pick up this year, and literally on the day after I uploaded that video, one appeared on eBay. So I discovered a channel in June of last year called The In Groove, and they had a video on there talking about many different pressings of a Pink Floyd album and which ones sounded the absolute best. Now, the absolute best one I did my research on for secondary market prices, and they were completely out of my budget. I could not afford them in a million years. I decided to look for the second recommended one, and it's also meant to be one of the best sounding copies of this album, and it is one that I definitely wanted a really good sounding copy of, because in 2016 I picked one up and it sounded terrible. I don't know if it was just my copy, I don't know if it was just a defect. I can honestly say that I was very disappointed in it and I wanted to replace it. And it took me over a year to do so, but I've finally done it. This is the A3 B3 pressing of Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon. As I say, I blew my savings on this, but this was on eBay. The seller made me an offer that I couldn't refuse upon this. And I looked at the condition in the listing and it said excellent and excellent. Usually the ones I see on eBay are very good plus or good, and they go for stupid amounts. Like a very good one of the A3B3 I saw go the other week for over £100. And then this one popped up and I said to myself, right, well, I'd better jump on it. And I am so excited to own this one because it's one of my favourite albums of all time. And this one, it didn't come with the posters or the stickers, but I'm all about the music, so I'm just happy that I have another copy of this and it's meant to be one of the best sounding ones. It's been in this archival packaging ever since it arrived. I'm too scared to take it out. After I've done this video, I'm going to go and listen to it. I'm now on a vinyl spending ban until after my birthday in February, but I might extend it to March, so I'm not tempted to spend any more money on records that I don't really need to spend my money on. I could probably wait for, because vinyl's an expensive hobby and it's also addictive. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like the video, comment below if you have anything to say. Thank you so much for all the support, I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.